What's up, YouTube? Thanks for stopping by. In today's video, I'm going to show you the most common issue to fix with these square heat pumps. So this is a HP31204T. The fan will kick on, but the compressor will not. So we'll hear like a slight buzzing inside this box right here. That's the capacitor, or I'm sorry, the compressor trying to kick on, but the capacitor doesn't have the juice to actually give it the boost to kick on. So we're gonna need to replace the capacitor. So I'm gonna show you what that buzzing sound sounds like. It's a really easy diagnostic, and like I said, it's the most common thing to go wrong with these heaters, and then I'll show you how to replace it. So let's get to it. There it is. That's that buzzing sound. And that means that this capacitor right here needs to be changed out. So I've got a replacement. Let me go ahead and do it. I'll show you guys how. So go ahead and turn the heat pump off and then make sure to just kill the breaker. So you can see the connections on the capacitor. This is a new one. It says HERM, fan, and C. So if we come to the existing one, it has the same connections. It's HERM, fan, and C. So we're just gonna note that the uninsulated connector is connected to HERM. The fan is not connected to anything. And then C is the insulated connector. So just so we can replace, do them the same way, put them back the same way. So you gotta keep in mind with these capacitors, they store like a really high voltage charge. So you always want to de-energize them. So even though this one's busted, I'm not sure if this is really necessary, but I always do this as a precaution because this could potentially be fatal if you're not careful. So this is the way to do it. Take an insulated screwdriver and touch all the terminals. Touch all the terminals with the screwdriver, and that's going to de-energize like an energized capacitor. And then what we're going to do is take just a pair of insulated whoops. Well, I'm gonna remove these with a pair of long nose pliers. I'll have to grab it, so bear with me. I'll be right back. I also wanted to show you if you're looking to get a replacement capacitor, you see this one is 80 plus 7.5 MFD, plus or minus 5%. So obviously you can get the Packard. That's gonna be a good option. I just got mine on Amazon. They're pretty cheap. So any of these capacitors with the same ratings, 80 by 7.5 UF, is going to work. So just FYI, this is made by Packard. This is the Bojack. It's off Amazon. But the point is, just get a capacitor with the same ratings. All right, I got the new one plugged back in there, just how the old one was. And I also added this zip tie. The old one had a zip tie on it. It's definitely best practice just to hold that in place. So now we are going to close up the box. Turn the system on, and we'll make sure she fires up. There we go. And that, my friends, is what the compressor should sound like when it starts up. We're good to go, and then you're gonna feel some cold air blowing out the top. All right, so just keep in mind sometimes that the capacitor being bad is accompanied by a code. I feel like I've seen HP code. A lot of times there won't be any code at all. So if the fan is kicking on but the compressor won't kick on, it won't heat, then it's probably gonna be a compressor. You'll for sure be able to tell by that buzzing sound. Just once again, be very careful with the capacitors. They can be dangerous if they are energized. Make sure to de-energize them. Don't touch the leads. And but that's it. So if you got any value out of the video, it really helps us out. If you like the video, subscribe to the channel. We appreciate it. See you on the next one.